Welcome back to the One Predator podcast.
All right, another episode, One Predator podcast. Carl and I in the kitchen. As always.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the thing first. All right, sponsors. Rush Custom Collars, rushcustomcollars.com. All your hand calls, guys, seriously.
Yeah.
Pick one up. Tell Brian that the One Predator guy sent you over there.
Yeah, we like brownie points.
Defender Training. You guys looking for your pistol permit here in New York State? I think they service like 10 or 12 counties. Get a hold of them. You can search them up on Facebook. Double Dog Drags by DJ's Paracord. Great drags. We use them.
Very useful.
Great thing to have in your pack.
Right.
Dragging them by hand sucks. Especially in the snow.
I don't know how we ever drug. We drug everything by hand.
Yeah, we did.
And it was terrible.
Uh-huh.
It's like you could be the strongest guy in the friggin' world, and you're dragging a dog by its paw, and it's like keeps slipping out of your hand. It's like, why is this happening? Yeah. Don't let that happen to you.
Nope.
Get a double dog drag.
Hell yeah. But he kind of slipped.
Yeah. So one of our sponsors is here.
That guy,
Mr. Rush, has joined us.
Guys?
Doing well. Wish it was
fantabulous.
Wasn't
Good.
negative.
Good. So
12 degrees.
No, I got to give credit where credit's deserved. I had a potential customer reach out to me, emailed me through my website, phone call back. Local dude, right down south of me, southwest of me in Oneana, about an hour and a half away, and didn't want to place the order through the website. Gave me the order personally, and a friend of his messaged me that he was a friend as well. So hi to Gabe and Bobby. Both of those guys are listeners of the One Predator podcast.
Oh, wow.
Heard me on your podcast, and yeah, super good dudes. I built their calls week and a half ago, and they came for in-person pickup in the shop today and had a great chit chat. And I had the luxury of giving them some stage fright, like I gave you, Carl.
Oh, you did the thing to him and made him. That was terrible. I mean, it was a good terrible.
It is. Right. It is. Here's the best tutorial that you can possibly get in person from the dude that actually builds it. So
now I love those sessions. Now they're my fave.
It was fun. Super just good like-minded dudes.
Awesome.
And
they listen to the best Predator podcast out there. How convenient.
Yes, they do. they complimented the heck out of you guys. He hauls milk.
Awesome.
So he works on multiple farms, multiple properties, and what a great
way to get spots.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to keep their milk truck driver happy. I had a milk truck driver.
Exactly. He told me what he did, and I was like, dude, you got literally, no pun intended, but you got the cream of the crop for permission spots. That was great. That was great. Super good dudes.
Yeah, because all the milk truck drivers, they're always great dudes, and the one we had, he was something. And he would while I was pumping and we were doing stuff, he would jump rope in the yard, or he played acoustic guitar. So he would literally sit on the ground next to his truck while I was pumping, and he'd sit there and play music or in the barn. And it was super cool. Nice. You know what I mean? To have somebody play music in the barn.
Yeah.
Memories. But yeah, what a great angle.
Yeah.
No, that was really cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Appreciate the business, and just
so they get rabbits and howlers and all that stuff.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, good dudes. Gave him the tutorial, and
so you put them on the spot.
Oh yeah, yep. Gave them their calls and super compliments, like wow, beautiful, awesome. I go, okay, well,
Let's hear it.
you ready for some stage fright? And he looked at me like, oh shit.
Shit.
But we worked through a couple things. I told him about the tutorials that I have on YouTube, and
I trust me, they will sound great when you do it. They sound like crap close, but
he had a lot of reed flutter in the beginning, and then we worked on dexterity, angle, placement, and the last few calls he made, he was controlling tone, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
Once you can control tone, just don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Create muscle memory, and then start graduating a little bit. So
what everybody says that has, because there's a couple of people in our life that have your calls, and they say the same thing. They're like, oh, I got the rabbit with me, but I'm not really good with the howler. I'm like, bullshit. I don't want to hear that.
Nope.
I don't want to. I want you. If you think you're terrible at your howler, I don't care. Bring it. How else are you gonna figure this out without doing it in the field?
Mm-hmm.
Like we do. Everybody does windshield time. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I keep a howler in the truck, and I howl in the truck when I'm alone usually, because my wife loves it when I blow her eardrums out. But
confined space.
Yes,
those fuckers are loud.
They're super loud.
Oh yeah,
loud.
I do it in the middle of town though. The windows down.
It's legit like constant tinnitus in my shop. Like everything I build, I blow into. My mouth is on it. Yeah, I'm blowing through every single call that leaves my shop. But when I'm done, everything is alcohol swabbed.
Oh, I thought we were going somewhere else.
Just for the sanitary factor.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
When Gabe was blowing on his call, when he and Bobby drove all the way up here to in-person pickup, I looked at him and I go, just so you know, that call is tuned almost identically to mine. Same pitch, same tone. I blew into it, but it's sanitized, so it's not like we're making out with each other on the same freaking hand call. We had a good laugh at it, but like, fact of the matter, every single call that leaves my shop, I need to know it has that sound of authenticity of that's what it needs to sound like. It meets my quality control standard, and that's when it can leave the shop.
Oh, of course.
So I build it, I tune it, I blow into it, I sanitize it, and then it leaves the shop.
Yeah.
So if something doesn't sound right on it, you got to practice.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all.
Yeah. Oh, it's quality control. You gotta make sure you're sending out a good product before it gets in the hand of the consumer.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But like for me, when I was like, I at this point had fell into a rabbit hole with Rush custom callers. So like when it was different for me. So when I figured out who you were and what I was, I was a little, it was like stage fright, starstruck. I mean, I don't want to make your head explode or anything, but it was, so like, I was like, oh, Josh, we got to go pick these things up. You're going with me. I'm not going alone.
Yep.
And so then you were like, all right, let's hear it. Oh my God, man. I wish.
Oh shit.
And I was like,
I'm on the spot.
Right. But now we've done it, we hung out lots of times after that. But like our most recent is, that's what we did pretty much for, I don't know, 50% of the time is we just called in the shop. And that was the best night, man. That was super fun. It was super fun.
So right before I called in to you guys, I told you I was writing down some statistics.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the Predator game call orders that come into my shop, I've been shipping a One Predator podcast business card with any Predator call related game call that leaves my shop. give credit where credit's deserved. You guys always support me. You're friends. I love what you're doing. I officially tomorrow will be out of all of the business cards you gave me.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I'll
Yeah.
have
And
to
wait,
order
and
some more.
Yeah. Wait,
You gave me a stack.
Yeah.
So
do we have any more?
Maybe a handful.
Damn it.
Yeah. So it's not a race to the finish line. Like I hate leaving the shop with the amount of work that I have, but schedules, things have been paid for. My brother-in-law and his new wife live in Pensacola, Florida. My in-laws from Kansas are in Florida. We are going to Florida for winter break Sunday through Friday.
Very nice.
When is
So
that?
I'm going to be
Next
I'm
week?
going to be out of the shop for about this Sunday. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll be out of the shop for about what 5-6 days.
Oh yeah, poor Brian's got to go to Florida. Oh, poor him. Jesus. Oh, you don't have to work while you're there? Jeez, that sucks. Oh man.
I know. Like honestly,
I'll tell you
it's
what.
like
Tell Heather I'll go and you stay home.
I'm down. Honestly, it is anxiety for me now with the amount of work that I have to take care of. For people pay for a game call, and I want to keep the most respectable time frame for turnaround time. But I'm legit. Today is February 12th.
Yes.
I'm still building orders from December 2nd.
Oof.
And I'm literally on the lathe, not all day, but every day.
That's what we try to tell everybody. It's like, that's how dedicated you are to your product. And I think that that's huge. And I commend you for it a lot.
Thank you. I mean, it's a very, very niche market of what I do. And I might spend right now it's the inquiries, thank God, have slowed down, but it's nothing against anybody. But the inquiries that I get of, an email, a text, a phone call, I return every single message that's given to me in any form of communication, because if it weren't for the customer, I would just be a dude whittling in my shop. Like I am obligated to communicate with the customers. So everybody that I've had the luxury to communicate with the customers, they're just good, like-minded people. Oh, just wanted to check, just wanted to make sure nothing got lost. Deer season's closed here, and just wanted to make sure nothing got lost, between then and now. And oh yeah, no, everything's good. We're on track. Here's my itinerary, and maybe hopefully between this date and this date, or this week or this month, that's probably about when I'll be getting to your order. I'm looking at it right now, and it's just a thank you, just people communicating to make sure nothing got lost. Because it's a niche thing that I do.
Yeah.
You pick your lumber, you pick your band, you pick whatever you want, and that's what I'm building for the customer. And I'm not a retailer taking something off of a shelf, putting it in a box and shipping it.
Right.
And people get that. Like I would honestly say probably in the upper 90 percentile is the majority of the people that I communicate with, that just honest question, honest answer.
Yeah, sure.
So good, super good people.
Awesome.
But yeah, back to you guys with those business cards. Before I called you, I wrote down all of the states that I have shipped to in the past 2 weeks with Predator orders. North Carolina, Illinois, West Virginia, Texas, Oklahoma, Michigan, Indiana, New York, Montana, Maryland, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Utah, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Tennessee, state of Washington, Florida, Ohio, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oregon, and Indiana. So that was 23 states, and all of those states had multiple orders coming from all of those states. So all of those states got one of your business cards for the One Predator podcast. What was the highest state. I rattled off a bunch.
Yeah, like I should have wrote it down. I'm way too slow for that. Texas?
Florida.
Texas.
Nice.
Big state, lots of people, lots of predators.
Awesome.
Okay.
So we are officially every. We are every.
Oh, we are.
Texas was first, and second was Ohio, and Pennsylvania and New York were actually neck and neck.
That's awesome.
And then everything else might be an individual or a duplicate in there, but the majority was from Texas. Seconded by Ohio, and PA and New York were side by side.
Excellent.
So
speaking,
I thought you.
No,
would like
that's
that.
terrific, dude. And we only. That's why we work with the people we work with. Like we're not fame chasers here. I don't give a shit if you listen to me or not. I really don't care. But we work with people that have good products and are good people.
Yeah.
And we just, to share their experiences, our experiences, what works for us, what don't work, And it's so different no matter where you go. We prove that with our call-in guys, all of them. And that's the other thing I really love to do. So if you are one of those guys that got one of those cards and in one of those states that, it's got some time, maybe some experiences under your belt, I'm not saying like newbies aren't allowed, but like, we want to hear what it's like. So reach out.
Yeah.
Because that is like, I love that part. That's my favorite thing to do is the call-ins.
Yep.
I really, really enjoyed listening to the gentleman you had from, it was Nevada, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Cody.
Cody, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
our new
Cody.
friend, man. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Cody.
Good dude. Good dude.
And that's the thing about us predator hunters. We're just good people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was Cody's last name?
Cody Moore.
Cody Moore.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you have any calls go to Nevada? I told him to.
You know what? I'm throwing on speakerphone. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up.
Nope, it's good.
I can do a search on the website.
I mean, we're not calling you out, Cody, or nothing, but I'm sure he's going to text me after this goes live.
No, there's 4 other Codys.
Oh,
No, there's. I don't want to say last names on here, but there's some similars, but there's no Cody Moore. It's all good.
yeah,
it's
it's
all
good. We will bring him over. We will get him inside the Messiah cave. Don't want to sound weird. Good save, right?
Good save. Well, speaking of listeners,
yeah, we got an email.
we got an email.
There was like a freaking story.
Bob from Central New York.
Yep. Hey, Bob.
Thanks for the email,
Hi,
dude.
Bob.
We really appreciate it.
I don't know you, Bob, but hello.
Yeah, it was a great email.
was
Josh
all
is like, we got an email. He pulls it up. I'm like, damn, that's a novel.
So, no, he said he enjoys the show, loves listening to us.
He doesn't do social media.
Doesn't do the socials, so
Right.
email is the way he could reach out to us.
But that's still cool that he just got us off of Spotify, man, or whatever.
yeah, no, it was fantastic. We really appreciate
cool.
that. You said something before that, trying out new things or something,
Trying out new things.
something like that. Made me think of last week, bringing up last week.
Oh, when we went, when the dog we shot last week.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
new tactics.
Yeah,
Yes, new tactics.
You touched that. You touched base on that, and I didn't let you finish the story because it's going to segue into something that I wanted to talk about. So, before you get into that,
No, go ahead.
my the YouTube channel that we started. There is a direct correlation with me putting out videos and sales on my website.
Sure.
Huge correlation. So we actually took a back seat from producing videos on educational, tutorial, entertaining videos because I can't keep up.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it sounds hypocritical because my YouTube channel became monetized. So the more videos, the more money I get from YouTube with all the ads that are going on. That's a great thing. But the downside to that is, yeah, I'm getting sales on my website, but the sales that are coming on my website are right now, like what's in season is the game that's in season, and that's what we want to talk about on the YouTube channel. And I'm still building orders from December 2nd for deer calls.
Yeah.
So we kind of slowed it down a little bit, and I've been complimented by multiple people that have their foot in the door in the industry on a turkey video that I recorded in the field, and it's my favorite video that I've ever filmed in the field with a live animal, and it's 10 to 12 minutes long of turkey talk. Like no firearm, no shot. It was just me and a hen turkey, and proximity was I could have spit on the bird multiple times, and she didn't shut up the whole time. The vocals were absolutely freaking amazing.
That's fantastic.
The purring, the cutting, the yelping. That animal is the best teacher in the woods.
Yeah.
So that was the whole premise of doing that video. I can't put it out. Like,
because turkey calls.
I would get inundated with giving a tutorial on how to create those sounds on a pot call, and then now you can get the dexterity. You've learned how to hold the striker. You've learned how to orient the pot. You've learned the orientation of how to create the friction on the striking surface. You know how to create those sounds. Sit back and watch the video and just replicate what this bird is doing. Yeah. And it's 12 minutes long of a live animal talking the whole freaking time. I can't put that video out because the amount of orders that would come in after that.
Yeah.
I cannot facilitate that amount of work.
Yep.
I know what happened in deer season with the following that I have. I can't do that for turkey right now. There's not a freaking snowball's chance in hell I can actually keep up with that amount of work.
Yeah, and with May coming up real fast.
Exactly. And that's a 30-day season, or 31-day season, not including the youth weekend in the state of New York.
Yep.
And there's places in North America, in our country, that they might have a 2-month-long season or a month-and-a-half-long season.
Yeah.
So my game plan is to actually put that video out like early to mid-season of May.
Mm-hmm.
And you place the order, you are going to get your call before the start of the season in 2027.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel a little bit better for turnover time with what's in like the game that's in season.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that was
moral of the story, kids, it's worth the wait.
Oh, it's tough, kind of like micromanaging your own freaking business.
Well, here's the thing: is what people need to realize is you are it.
Yeah,
you are it. There is no rush.
I'm one dude,
right? Well, I mean, it don't get no more personal, no more custom than that.
And would it
no, and just defining the word custom, like if a machine's building it. Does it make it custom? Because maybe a human built the original and then a machine's replicating it.
I'm sure that's what happened with all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All your
like,
off-the-shelf stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, God. They're, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I will go down this rabbit hole.
All righty.
Okay. So I'm gonna sling some shit here. Nothing against anybody making a living and reproducing, manufacturing, making a living in their industry. I'm not going to shame anybody.
Pardon.
There's a gentleman that has a TV show. He's an author. He's written books. Very, 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 every adjective you can throw at it. Very well known in North America. Huge, epic, huge following. I know fact he had one of my game calls and he used it on his TV show. I never got credit for it. And that's fine. Why is he using my game call on his TV show? Because he likes it.
Right.
Because it's producing and he's having success in the field.
I know who he's talking about.
Yep. So never mentions me. That's okay. I'm not a paid sponsor. It was given to him as a gift. And when I saw what he was using on that episode, I was like, holy shit, I built that. Like, that's mine.
Right.
Holy hell.
Right.
So
that's huge.
This is in...
And this is no midnight channel guy, like 2 in the morning on the hunting show. No, not by this is a gentleman that is a household name in the hunting industry.
Yeah.
Which we appreciate him too. He's a great dude.
Nothing against him or nothing against the other company. So he uses it, he's successful, and he used it in another 1 or 2 episodes. And like I caught a glimpse of it and I saw it and I heard it and I looked at it and I paused the episode. I'm like, yep, that's mine. And here we are a few years later, he teamed up with a mass production market that is such and such custom calls. And when you take the guts apart on that call, guess what reed they're using?
No way. Really?
Yep. Oh yeah.
No.
And guess what reeds they used to use prior to that? Not mine. And they're not my reeds.
They're not your reeds.
They're not my reeds. That reed is a patented reed. The patent is owned by that manufacturer, but it is the sound quality associated with the tone that comes out of that call. And that's the difference between your hand-turned, hand-tuned custom game call versus your mass production.
Yeah.
If your mass production on the store shelf is building 10 to 50,000 units every single year, what's more enticing to that company? A reed assembly, the reed, the tone board, the wedge, the insert that costs 19 cents a piece, or $3.50 a piece?
Yeah, the 19 cents.
They're going to go with a 19 cent a piece reed assembly because of the mass production and quantity. And now as the hunter, you get acclimated to, it sounds like a grunt tube, sounds like a deer, sounds like a grunt tube, sounds like a deer call, sounds like a grunt tube. And then you change the reed assembly, you change the parameters, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, that sounds like a deer. Like, it's not a grunt tube.
Boy, that's
sounds
gotta
like
be
a deer.
Really uneasy feeling.
Like how? Yeah, I don't know how.
I can't.
Would feel
So
it,
you
like,
can't really blame them, right? In a way,
No. They took something
that worked
it just
because you don't own the reed.
Ball on the money trail,
Right? You don't own the reed, so.
No, I don't own the reed. It's a patented reed, and this is something that I took, 10 years ago, doing this as a hobby. 10 plus years ago, doing this as a hobby. I've been doing this full time for 8 years, and when I found that reed, it was just completely unorthodox, and I'm like, huh. And the first game call, the first deer call that I built with that reed, I was like, that sounds like a deer. Like, it doesn't sound like a grunt tube anymore. That sounds like a deer. And I was like, night and day difference. And then I just kind of went down that rabbit hole of, why is no other company using these? And I really, really have.
You think it's the money?
Oh, absolutely. Like, even when you buy them in bulk,
Right.
They're expensive as hell.
Right.
And when I'm buying them in bulk, like, and I hate saying this out loud, but it's just fact. My website has been active for 6 years, and I have never once adjusted prices on my website until this year. I had to raise my prices. And the reason I had to raise my prices is supply and demand, the quantity of orders that I was getting, and I'm not losing money, but the amount of materials that I was needing to purchase, because I can't build everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I provide the raw materials, the lumber, the sawmill, milling the lumber, turning the blanks, prepping the blanks, bore drilling the blanks, and then tuning like the reeds that I need just for the deer calls. I've ordered in the past 2 months, easily I've had to order over $3,500 worth of reed assemblies and inserts.
Choo.
Just to keep up with the supply and demand that I have right now.
Yep.
And I'm just one person.
Mm-hmm.
So then you look at a mass production company that's building, and I'm fabricating numbers because I don't know.
Yeah.
But like you look at one game call company and you walk into a Walmart, a Dick's Sporting Goods, oh, screw Dick's Sporting Goods, but
They don't sell
you
that
walk
anymore.
into a Walmart or a Bass Pro Shop or a Cabela's or Shields or Runnings or your mom and pop shop, and you have a mass production game call on all of those store shelves,
Oh,
like
sure.
all across the country. So when you actually do the math, it just makes sense of why they build, what they build, and how they can facilitate forward progression with profit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's deterring on sound quality.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How did you come? Did you take one apart, or did you?
No, there's companies that I buy reeds from, and you know, doing what I've done for so long, I've recognized you have your bulk manufacturer that owns a product, and then you have the middleman. So the middleman can buy from the bulk, and then they take the bulk and separate, 50 to 100 something, and then they break it down to individual pricing. They raise the prices on every single individual one and sell them as one individual instead of a bulk 50 pack. So I found
that's an eye opener.
So I found, because
there's really nothing. That's what's crazy about it.
No, and the manufacturer doesn't care at all because they own the patent, and whoever's buying it,
they're
do whatever
making money. Right.
Do whatever you want with it. Like we own this product, we own this patent, and then you do whatever you want that you see fit with it.
Yeah.
So I found probably a half a dozen different companies. I found that one reed assembly, and on the backside of that reed, engraved into the stainless steel tone board was the manufacturer and the patent number. So I looked that up, and I found them, and they're based out of Arizona. And I looked them up. I found their website. I talked to the company owner, and I deal straight with the manufacturer, no middleman anymore.
Good.
So I'm literally buying. Oh God, I think my last order was like 250 reeds from them, and that was I think just that one company for deer reeds, I think I probably spent close to $1,000.
And I can
totally
agree with you on this, because I have, like you, I'm sure you do too, I have a ton of hand calls, like a ton, all different. So before we met you, I got them from everybody. I'm like, I want to try this one, I'll try that one. I have a ton of howlers and a ton of rabbit calls. And none of them sound. I mean, and I'm not even like, I'm not even just saying this because we're friends. You know what I mean?
Right,
but like,
right.
There isn't like none of them have the tone that yours have. None of them. And then even now with the I talk about my horn dog all the time. That one you built for me out of one of my cow horns. There, I will literally leave every other call here and take that one. That thing, it's just, to me, it must be the bone, like the horn, excuse me. It's not bone.
It's not even the material it's made out of. It's the horn.
It's the horn.
The cone shape to
right.
it.
I mean, it's not machined. It's
no, that's a conversation that I've had. That's a wicked frequently asked question of what wood, in my opinion, makes the best sound for what call, and the honest answer to that is it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You have so many companies that will just claim this wood, this is the best sound. This wood, this is the best sound. A friction call, like a box call or a pot call for turkey, that is where tone is resignated.
Yes.
Not projected.
Right. It's totally different.
So you have two different concepts with a friction call versus a reeded call, whether it's closed reed or open reed. So then when you look at the BPMs, and I just call it BPMs because it's beats per minute of how hard that reed is slapping up and down against a tone board to project sound. It's not resonating tone in like a speaker box, like a box call or a pot call. You could take so many different species of wood, and you can't tell me in the parameters of what I build. 3.5 inches and 3.5 inches is 7 inches overall length. So when I machine it down on the lathe by hand and I make that tenon to get your 3.5 inches on a 1/2 inch drill to slide into a 3/4 inch drill, you lose about 3/4 of an inch. So using round numbers, your overall 7 inch just went to 6 inches to maybe 6 1/4, 6 1/8 for overall length. So that's the overall length of a deer call. And your BPMs on a deer call, that reed is going up and down so freaking slow. Sound is really not being absorbed by the wood or projected by the wood. It's not resonated by the wood. It's coming out of the end of a barrel. So the only way to actually manipulate tone on a deer call is the tuning of the reed. Period. Like, I don't care what material it's made out of. It's tuning of the reed and how you're cupping your hands over the end of the barrel to manipulate what the reed is doing. It doesn't matter what the wood is.
All right.
When you really think about it and go down that rabbit hole, the wood really doesn't matter. And the only reason I market 3 different species of wood, red oak, black cherry, and maple, is because those are the 3 most prominent species of wood that grow on my property. If I was in Kansas, I'd be building them out of Osage and cedar.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You have made them out of cedar.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. So when you get into other styles of calls that have a higher BPM, where the reed's slapping a lot harder, a lot faster, and you get into harder densities of wood, I'd be really optimistic to say that your sound is going to be a little bit more crisp and project a little bit more because it's not being absorbed by the wood.
Mm-hmm.
But for a deer call, I can't see that being a factor for anything. It's going to be the tuning of the reed and the projection of the sound with chambering it with the palms of your hand and manipulating the reed. It's all in the reed.
Yeah, we're learning.
It's a learning night.
We're learning.
So that's been a frequently asked question that I have.
Cool.
But yeah, you were gonna go on the that backstory about the coyote that you shot.
Okay,
and then
so
I'm sorry, I brought up the YouTube channel.
No, it's fine.
And then we got sidetracked with that.
Yeah, tangents.
Tangents.
It happens around here.
People love
It
our
does.
tangents.
The
though.
one predator tangent. That's it.
The One Predator Tangent Cast.
Yeah, it's just what it is. So, we've been like stuck in this cold. Oh God, month?
Like 2 months.
Has it been 2 months?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And
It feels like
everybody's
2 months,
So
no doubt.
everybody's like freaking out about it, right? But here's the thing, and all three of us can, remember. This is how it used to be.
Yeah.
When we were kids. Like this was winter, man. This was
Yeah.
snow all the time, below zero, freezing, terrible. So, and again, we're not like we're kind of fair weather kind of hunters at this point. Only because we work in it all the time. And I just, some days I want to come home and be warm.
Yeah.
And,
Your bones are still cold from
yes.
walking outside
and
all day.
we've had a ton of snow, right? This year. And I've noticed a lot of conversation I always talk about all the Facebook pages, not one in particular. I belong to a lot of them or belong, whatever. And I'm seeing all the same things, and all the the northern states and everywhere's where this last storm really pounded everybody on, not having any luck, not seeing anything, calling them in, they don't come out, the same old song and dance. We have not been hunting all that much.
No, I think we went, like 3 weeks without going out?
Yeah, that's the longest we've ever gone.
Yeah.
Ever. Mm-hmm. Without going out. And it's just, listen, we do this for fun, okay? And we do this, so we have content, of course, to talk about and, experiences and things we do wrong or I don't want to say wrong, but don't work.
Yeah.
All that. So, all this has been going on, right? So we've been kind of we took a little siesta, I guess.
Hiatus.
Well,
it was also like 0 degrees, blowing 20 plus miles
Yeah.
an hour. So you're talking negative 15, 20 degrees.
and there's
wind
guys
chills.
that were hunting it, and I
Oh, yeah.
commend you guys. We were
yeah.
were like that
Yep.
in the beginning when we first started, and I'm not taking anything away from y'all. You know what I mean?
My body hurts thinking about what we used to do.
Right. And I commend you guys 100% for it. That's what's great about this sport is it's so addictive.
Yeah.
And once you don't come hell or high water, And we had a night like that last week.
Yeah.
We went out. We were texting, and he's like, "So are we gonna do this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What do you think?" And we went back and forth, and he was like, "Nope, screw it, let's go."
Yep.
So now, mind you, we had 18 inches of snow. I drive around a lot during the day doing different things, and I'm the guy that and probably all of us can kind of relate to it. Like you drive by a place and you're like, "Oh, that'd be a good spot," But so I drive by our spots a ton, and I noticed after we got all that snow how all the animal traffic and I'm not saying every field, but most of them, how it went. You didn't see no tracks, not even the deer. They don't really care, they move,
Yeah.
so they're all over, and And I was seeing a decline in traffic in a lot of the spots and this and that. And then I start seeing the posts about people. Now we haven't been out, kind of hitting a wall and just, getting responses with nobody showing up, yada, yada, yada. And now this is don't take it as gospel. I am not one of the pros. I'm not a pro team member or pro staff member by any means. Well, I am for One Predator, I guess.
Your approach on this makes nothing but sense, and I commend you for that.
So
kick it in the ass, bud.
You're seeing a decline in movement, all species, right? Now I think, this is just my guess. So I think with all that snow and as deep as it was, these coyotes are not hunting in these fields. Okay, I've said this before, last year, years before. They're just not. When they get like that, not here anyways. Yeah. I'm going to say not here. I'm not going to say anywhere else.
Right.
Because I don't know what it's like in your state. They just stick to the woods. Now, my guess is there's, now I don't want to say there's, I guess you got to say it like that. There's less snow because of the canopy from the trees, especially. You'll notice a ton of traffic in the pine groves.
Sure.
Or your cedars. Why? Because they have, it's not like oaks or whatever, or maples with no leaves on them right now. They're not bare. So, but where your your pine trees are, there's cover. So you're going to have less snow. That's where I see where I was noticing a ton of footprints and activity. Now, and I'm not just talking about coyotes.
Right.
What do your deer eat when it gets like this?
Yeah, the pines.
There's pines.
Yeah.
Cedar browse, all that stuff. And so I started noticing this stuff. And I'm like, and then I'm thinking about these Facebook posts. And I'm like, these guys are all, now we haven't been out, so I can't really, have any data to really prove it, So we went out last Thursday. Josh was like, pull the executive decision. And it was like, we're going. Yeah. And I was like, okay, it's going to suck. But, I miss it. I want to do it. Let's go do it. So I told him, I said, I have this crazy idea. And so now I'm noticing the less traffic in the fields. He gets here. We get geared up. He's like, where are we going? I said, we're going in the woods. Now, if you use night vision, you know what it's like with trees.
Yes.
And brush. And I don't know what, we were just talking about this too. Again, giving credit where credit is due. Our Hyperion lights in the woods are not like our coyote cannons or our regular 66s were from Sniper Hog. We could see beautifully. Yeah. No reflection. And the only people that are going to know what I'm talking about is people who hunt with night vision. You get like a reflection.
Yeah.
And it whites out. And you can't. That's why when thermal guys, they do great in those situations because they're detecting heat.
Mm-hmm.
But our Hyperions, they're just working, so we get, and I didn't know how this was going to go. I was like, let's just try it.
Right.
What are we getting? We ain't been out in 3 weeks. What are we going to do? Stand there in the cold
nothing to
and
lose.
not see anything? We've been through that before.
Hundreds of times.
Right. So we go, again, so then you got to start thinking about your approach because you talk about your videos all the time. And that is where you set yourself up for failure right there. If your approach is blowing scent, now nobody really knows. You got to guess where you think the coyotes are going to come from.
Educated guess, absolutely.
Right? Habitat, cover,
terrain,
all these things. You think about now. Listen to us, watching Brian's videos. You take it's a lot of information, but if you really sit down and look at it, and you got your approach is your number one, man. It might be a good win when you get out there, but your approach to get out there is going to screw you before you ever start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we had a great approach. I'm like, we had a great win for it. And I was like, we're going to do this. We can get down in there. We're not going to blow any scent into where they might be. We don't even know if they're there.
Right.
And we get in there. We said, it was 45 minutes, right? It took? That's what I figure.
Yeah, about that.
About 45 minutes. So we set up, and I'm super nervous on how this is going to go. So we were elevated, minorly elevated. And with a ridge behind us. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah,
You were spinning around. I was spinning around.
Yeah, I kept checking behind us
because that's how you get backdoored in that heavy cover.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
because we've had them come across the road
Yes, from the other side.
from the other side of the road
But
that was behind
that was
us.
a big open field with 18 inches of snow in it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
The only way they're going to come is if they come from the Oaks, which there's more snow up there because there's less canopy cover. So we set up, and I will confess this, we didn't blow any hand call all night that night.
No.
I think it was a lot because it was cold. Like it was cold and miserable, and the wind was blowing. It was a solid 10-mile-an-hour wind. It was pretty. It was like
10 miles an hour with the temperatures that we've had in the past couple of weeks. That's freaking cold, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, like real feel was like, I think we were talking about it was like 16, and we're like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
it's better than negative.
Right. Well.
So let's try it.
Yeah.
So we get in there, we set up, crosswind, good wind on the approach. Wind was right to left. We're looking down there's a pine grove, and on the right, and then it kind of thins out, and there's some oaks, and then it's pine, and it's like it's almost like a peninsula.
Yeah. It's a pretty deep valley.
Right, but I'm
there.
saying like where I know how the trees are in there.
Okay. Yeah.
So the difference in the trees. So we set up there. I put the call. There wasn't a lot of places to put the call out. I mean, you had to dig your way down to set it. And I was a button pusher, and I started out with. Go ahead.
Honestly, in a scenario like that, if you're using an e-collar, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you're sitting on top of the e-collar.
It was pretty close.
Yeah. It was only.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 20 yards.
It was close.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a lot of places to put it. I mean, it's
the only reason, in my opinion, to separate yourself from the e-collar is so you're not deafening.
Yeah.
To cranking volume on it when you start increasing volume on an e-collar, but you want it right on top of you.
And here's the thing with hand calls and e-collars and any call, that's a different kind of hunting in my mind. So when you're making a sound with a ton of obstruction in front of you, like now we're scanning with thermals, they can come from anywhere. And they slipped right in on us.
Oh, sure did.
And we didn't even know. They were close.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know we were there. That is the only reason I wanted to use the e-collar, is to get, I tried to get it as far away from us as possible, because coyotes, they are super tuned to movement. I mean, it's not so much, I mean, the information's out there. It's not that they see better than us in the dark. It's they can catch movement better than we can. So,
oh my God, dude.
And we all move when we get excited.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
I've been listening to so many podcasts, standing at my lathe, nothing better to do other than just listen to entertaining things that entertain me when I'm standing doing muscle memory at the lathe. And oh God, who the hell was it? I can't remember. It was pretty reputable guy in the predator hunting industry, and he said the same thing about coyote vision, nighttime, and like all the old wives' tales that Andy and I've busted all of them. Like, you got to hug the shadows, you got to stay in the shade. If there's a full moon, if there's snow on the ground, if you're not jumping around doing jumping jacks in the middle of a field,
they see movement.
You're nothing more than an inanimate object in the field.
They're designed. That's how they hunt.
Right.
I don't give two shits how bright that moon is, with the exception of one time. One time I felt naked. Every other time with snow on the ground, I don't care. I don't care how bright it is. I don't care where the moon is. I don't care how well illuminated I am. I'm an inanimate object. I'm a shrub. I'm a bush. I'm a tractor implement. I am nothing more than an inanimate object in the field, and I'm going to see the coyote before the coyote sees me because I have the advantage of thermal.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark out, and I don't want that coyote any closer than 100 yards.
Yeah.
And
But like, so
I'm good.
Right.
As long as you're not moving.
And I agree with you. And because of any time we've ever been busted, it's because we had to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's because we had to shift. It's
Mhm.
because they came up behind us or came from the
Oh, for sure.
upwind.
For sure. I mean,
They came upwind.
You,
You know what I mean?
You got those variables where they got so much freedom to move, but that's the key thing. If they're moving, that's when you need to move. If they're moving, that's when you readjust, and you have to readjust into the position, not to get on them, but to readjust your position to where are they going to go.
Yeah.
And where are they going? If they came in sneaky like that, they're cheating towards your downwind. So keep that animal just on the outer edge of the profile of the peripheral of your scope, and then find a shooting lane and just let that coyote come into your shooting lane.
And that's exactly what happened to us.
And then ask them to stop.
And
Bark
that's
at them.
Right.
Bark at them, anything, get them to stop, and that's when you shoot.
I can't get we talked about this, and I'm going to work on it. It keeps telling me file encryption. I got to try and get I videoed it. I got to get it off, and I want to post it because it's an awesome video. And that's what I'm getting at, like with the e-callers. Like, I tried to get it far enough away that they weren't completely focused on us. But again, now we're talking about the whole variables. You don't really know where they're going to come, what angle they're going to come in. You know they're going to be on the upwind side, moving to the down, right?
Mm-hmm.
In some way,
And,
shape, or form.
and if they were already on the downwind side, you would never know that they were even there.
Right.
Yep.
So when I set the call, now, we were facing northwest-ish, something like that. We had a cross. I set the call up. It was on a 45 out down in front of us, pointing upwind, which I would do with my hand calls. Anyway, you always want to, kind of project your sound upwind, know where your downwind is.
Yep.
So they move towards that because that's what they're going to do to inspect what's making the sound. Again, they see movement. So know that you're set, and we were set to where we were good to make adjustments to make shots downwind. So I mean, it was like picture perfect. It really was. The only downfall to it is they got close to us, and we're scanning with thermals, and you did not see them.
Not until she was
Close.
right there, yeah.
Right on us. And that's the other thing. So with all the snow, let me backtrack a little. With all the snow and everything, I had this idea. We're going to go in the woods. We're going to get right in their bedroom because I know they're not in the fields.
Yep.
There's no sign. There's no tracks. There's no nothing. Think about the rabbits right now. I haven't seen a rabbit out at night at all. They're not on top of the snow. They're under it.
Right.
They come out.
Well, that's where their food is.
Right. So they'll chew on the bottoms of the little trees and stuff. That's where you see the chewings. And they're staying under it, man, because they're vulnerable on top. They have no cover.
Yep.
So I haven't seen any rabbits. So we get in there and we get set up. I put the call out. I started with a rabbit distress. And again, now we are in their bedroom. In it. There's no buffer. They come out 100 yards. You plink them. Everybody's happy. It's a great day. It was not like that. It was not like that at all. And we don't daytime call. We have before.
We've done it. We've tried it.
We've tried it, which has got my head turning on that whole angle of things too now. And this is what we always say: try something different, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't think outside of it. Like you always go here, you always stand there, you always put the call here, you always stop that. Stop it. Hunt it a different wind. Hunt it just do something. If what you're doing is not producing, Try something else. It has nothing to do with your equipment. You're not doing something wrong. Not, maybe, you might be calling too much. Maybe that's a possibility because they'll get numb to it and just turn around and walk away.
Yep.
We've seen that. But so we get right in there. We call. I do rapid distress first, super light. Super light. Ran it. I mean, I can't even tell you. Maybe a minute and a half. Was not that long.
Yeah, no, it was on for a little bit. Then you were off for a while.
Yeah.
On
Lots of pauses.
Yes.
What's Brian always say? Your best call is what?
Silence.
Silence. Okay? So I want...
Hypocritical of the guy that builds a call to say sometimes your best call is to just shut up.
I just want you to know that I listen. So silence. And we've been saying that all season. We've been spreading our sequences out. Hand call, e-caller, doesn't matter what it is. So I played it. Literally, it wasn't even that long. Super light. Left it. And we stood there. We were freezing when we left. We were there a good hour. And that's another thing. We were on stand a long time. So I spread everything out. I call, I leave it. And I was like, you know what? I'm in where I spent my youth squirrel hunting. I know this place is loaded. We never use squirrel.
Right.
Okay?
No.
I pick a red squirrel. Put it on. A little louder than the rabbit. Now, we had waited, 25, 30 minutes. Played that, nothing. Then I backed it up. I went a little shorter in between, and I did some gray. Then I waited. Waited. What's your best call? Silence. Because you got to think about it. Is they're not just, like, there when you get there. They might be out a ways.
Not always not there. Sometimes they are there.
Sometimes they are there, okay? But again, you're talking about a wild animal that's not fenced in or caged in any way. They're traveling. Wherever they're traveling for food, this is what I think, is something easy, accessible. They don't have to work real hard at it. It's super cold. They're burning a ton of energy trying to stay warm. Plus, guys, it's breeding season. So they're all doing that too.
All of those variables combined, and then also taking into the factor of the temperature, the cold weather, and the caloric intake that animal needs to actually survive. If I hear a prey distress sound a mile away, am I actually going to approach that and burn the caloric intake that I need to survive that night to travel a mile to a call? Probably not. If I have a path of least resistance,
okay. So that brings me
absolutely. So what we talked about and what you're going to bring up with what you witnessed is a segue into something that I wanted to talk about.
Right. So which brings up the next point. And there's 2 points really I want to talk about here. What does Ellie do every night when we start a podcast?
Starts drinking water.
Right. What do dogs need a ton of?
Water.
Okay, what are they not going to get when it's sub-zero for weeks?
Water.
Right. So where are they going to be? Near water, right?
Yeah.
So
moving water.
Right.
Yeah.
A creek, maybe, and down through a woods, watershed off a pond, possibility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs love water. We see a lot of coyotes around swamps. There's food, there's water. Dogs do what? Eat and drink. So again, this was all the other part of my plan. It's like I've noticed it with our domestic animals. I have an outside cat. Okay. This dude lives outside all year round. He has a house I built him that's in the garage, insulated. He sleeps outside on the wood pile. Okay, this is what he does. When does he come in?
When it's damn cold outside.
When it's damn cold. Why? He can't get no water. Everything's froze here.
Yeah.
So he gets fed out there. He gets water out of the field, out of the little stream. So he's been in here for a month at night. Why? He's drinking water. He ain't got no water. So I noticed all these things. We set up like this. Now it's a valley. Ridge on left. On the other side, it comes up a little, but it's a pine grove. with all different kinds of pine, cedar in it, all this stuff, super dense. So you can't, and we're elevated, so we're trying to look through it, which is super hard because it has, pine.
Yeah.
It's got needles on it. Yeah. It's not bare, so we're looking down through there, and in the bottom of it is the runoff from the farm. It's because we got a pond there, and there's a stream that goes down through there, and we've hunted that stream all my life when we were, squirrel hunting, and when I was trapping in high school, I had trap line there for all kinds of things, and so we play. I wait. I do all my distresses. I started out with distress first. I'm going to tell you why. I know it's pre or pretty much breeding season at this point. They're paired, okay? Now, I could have started off with a whimper. I could have done all those things, female, invitation owl, all that stuff. I start out with prey because I know that they're really working and burning a ton of energy right now to do all those other natural things that they do, and they can't get food because it's, there's a hindrance on it.
You're ringing a dinner bell in the bedroom.
Right. So I start with prey, and I did a bunch of prey, and then I wait, and we waited a while, 25, 30 minutes, maybe less. And I do one lone howl. Mm-hmm. One. Literally. Not a sequence, not howl and up and down, up and down, up and down, and then stopped it. No, I did one. One lone howl. These things lit up. They were less than 80 yards from us in that pine grove. Upwind.
Yeah.
And Josh looks over at me, and it's dark, and I can see the white in his eyes. We were both super excited. We're like, when it all comes together, it's like, now we don't ever claim to be pros at anything, but sometimes the sun shines on a goat's ass. So I have this crazy idea to get in her bedroom, make these sounds with all these factors in my head. I'm thinking about this stuff for weeks. Water, food, travel corridors, dog right down the creek bed. Why? It's moving water. Most of it was froze, but there's no snow in it because the water goes through there. It takes it all out. So this dog shows up 12 o'clock right in front of us, upwind, and it took me a minute to find it with the thermal. And again, as hunters, we're looking for movement, just like they are.
Yeah.
Just like they are. You are exactly like they are.
And being in the woods with a thermal, there are so many hot spots.
Rocks.
Oh,
Rocks,
God,
yeah. tree stumps,
Yeah.
anything that picked up just a little bit of heat
Mice.
from the sun of the day.
Yep.
Oh, shit, that one's moving.
Yeah. It's exactly
I didn't
what it
see
was.
it at first. And I was like, so I'm looking, drop the scanner, pick scanner, drop the scanner, go to the gun. I'm like, okay. And then I see, it's a really cool video. All you can see is this creek bed, and it's got like 3 foot, 4 foot banks, and you see 2 eyeballs, like down 3 bends. And I'm like, Yahtzee. And so she comes in.
Is.
So what do? I see her coming in. I shut up. I howled one time, shut the call off. There was nothing playing. And I'm sitting there. So she comes in. She hangs up. And she's looking. Well, unfortunately, the angle in which she came in lines the call up with us. Mm-hmm. So she is literally looking down our
you.
Yeah, right down our barrels, right at us. So I'm trying not to move. Now I have my gun downwind, hard left.
Mine was straight out.
Straight out. So we were covering our downwind.
Yeah.
More or less. So she comes in and she stops. And she don't sit. She stops for like a second.
Yeah.
And then turns around. Now I'm not playing anything. There's not a sound being made. She turns around and starts trotting away. And I'm like, well, shit. And I was like, nope, not today. So I'm trying to unzip. At this point, I was trying to unzip my side pack or my pouch to get my horn dog out so I could,
Whimper,
whimper, chirp, something,
Yeah.
And I was so excited because we ain't seen a dog in 3 weeks that I forgot how to work my hands. And so
what do I do with my hand?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. So luckily, my call, I run that chest pack from Life Is Now Outdoors, which is an awesome chest pack. My call remote was on a lanyard, so that's super easy to get. So I just grabbed the lanyard, whoop, popped it out, and I went to a female whimper, and I turned it down. She comes back, and I'm like, oh, we got her. We got her. So I let it play a minute. She's looking, she's trying to find where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And it's funny that it was a female. It was so crazy to me. Like, I figured it would be a male at that point. But I guess I'm just being...
Someone invading her territory.
Right. So, again, okay? So there's a whole nother angle. Because they're territorial right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So she turns around, just boom, turns around, starts coming back in. Now my heart's pumping. And she comes back in, she hooks hard, her right, my left, starts crossing up out of the valley, and I'm like, she's going downwind to try and smell what she's hearing. And she got out, left center of us? I guess that was kind of like left center-ish.
It was just left of center, yeah.
Right. She got out in front of us, and it's a lane. Mm-hmm. So we have woods, brush, hang on. Stream, brush, and woods. Yep. Hard to see through. I could see her moving through there.
I could, too.
I was following her.
Yep.
I mean, you were getting flashes of her. And then it comes to, there's a trail there that goes down through the back, and it's probably, I know it's about 16 foot wide because we run our machines through there. And I was like, that's where it's going to happen. Because if she crosses that trail and gets up in that thick stuff,
done.
We're done. Yep. It's over. It's over. And it's kind of quartering to our left anyway. So as soon as she gets to that ridge, it's over,
yep.
you know. So she crosses in front of us. I see her coming. I'm following her. And she stopped, and she gets up in that trailhead, and I literally squeaked at her. Lip squeaked at her and dumped her.
Yep.
I mean, okay. All right.
Almost dumped her.
Almost. Now, don't start picking on God's caliber. One of our followers referred to it.
20 feet to 50 feet from impact to death and recovery, you dumped her.
Right. Yeah. So one of our followers tagged us in a post, and he was like, oh, sorry, it's not God's caliber. And I said, I'm going to use that. So it wasn't a stop dead in her track shot. So I hit her, and it was a good hit. Like, it's in the video. It was a good hit. She ran up, circled around, like Josh said, 50 feet, something like that.
It was she ran about 20 foot up the hill, came back down the hill about 30 feet,
and then just
piled up right
there. I mean, so like I shoot, and I'm like, how did I miss that? So then we start down, which another thing about this equipment we start downloading videos. Yep. Now we're going to go frame by frame and see if maybe I jerked it. Maybe, things happen. And a lot of times that's another good thing about having snow is you can see your misses because you'll see it.
Oh, yeah.
So we download videos and we're looking at it. And
that's the only reason I made that 470 something shot, because I missed the first one and I could see the
impact
in the snow.
Right.
I know where I need to aim.
Right. Mm-hmm. Eureka.
Yes.
So
you're screwed.
Yeah. We download videos. I'm having trouble with my stuff. Josh gets his, and we frame for framed his. And you see the shot, and you see her hunch, mouth open. And I'm like, dude, that's a hit. I'm like, is it pot? She ran off a little bit. Okay. Is it possible I was a bad hit? Yeah, it could have been. I could have yanked it. Could have been back. You know what I mean? But I hit it, so... And I told Josh, and it's funny, we're standing there doing all this, and I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but that was a chip shot, and I really don't think I missed.
Yeah.
Because now we're looking at each other like, shit, we got to walk down there and all this snow. It was terrible. My boots were full of snow. And I wear tall boots.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I got to know. I got to know. Like, if we go down there and there's an impact in the snow, Bob's your uncle. It's over.
Right.
You know, I screwed up.
Well, like I said, we walk down there.
You were ahead of me.
There was no blood. You didn't hit it.
Right.
If there's blood, we can track it. It's snow.
It's snow. Right. And I'm not, I tease everybody about my bullet, and it's all for fun. Like, I don't mean any of that stuff. I mean it, but it's for fun. So, like, we get down there, and I hear Josh go, dude, there's blood everywhere. Because he was ahead of me. And I get there, and we turn lights on, and we look. And I'll get into that, too. I got something else for that. And that thing was leaking.
Oh, she was pumping hard.
It was spraying on trees. It was like, if I had a thermal, that would have been an awesome video with that cold snow and the thermal.
Oh, yeah, pumping all that.
Oh, my God,
yeah.
Yes. So we recover, right? So now we're in there. Now we're like literally standing next to their bed in their bedroom.
Yeah. And her boyfriend is about 100 yards further deep, barking his fool head off.
Right. But here's the thing.
I was about to ask that next question.
Here's the thing. We had white lights when we went down in there, but I don't think. Well, I really think if I had done things a little differently, going off of one of Brian's recent videos, that I could have pulled one of those.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was barking before we walked in, and we were trying to play him to get him to come in.
Yeah, we did try.
So it's not like we just like, oh, screw
okay,
it,
we're going. Yeah, we didn't just drop our guns and run.
No, we were trying to get him, but you could tell he was staying.
I was barking at him. He was barking and moving away, and then he'd come back. He's barking, moving. I'm barking at him. I'm short howls like stupid. Just I forget which one it was. It's those off the PA boys sent us a playlist that's got some great sounds on it. And I was using, and it was good, man. He went out, we pulled him back. He went out, we pulled him back. We just couldn't see him.
No.
And man, you know the big problem with that coyote is the only way he could come in to actually investigate is for him to break cover to smell.
Yeah.
Yep. And he wasn't going to do that.
And he wasn't going to do that. So he's like he legitimately stayed on the upwind side and just kind of ran a radius on the upwind. Yep. And the only way I've ever found to kill that coyote is you and your partner have to break up and quick make the decision. You leave, I stay here.
Oh yeah, move in. Yep.
Yeah. I stay here, and I am not going to say a freaking thing, but I'm going to look at the backtrack of the coyote that we killed. You are going to leave, and you're not going to make a peep until you break cover and you're leaving, and you're 100 or 200 yards away, and then you rip that same freaking howl right back at him from a couple hundred yards away. And, I mean, these are elk hunting tactics, turkey hunting tactics, and your partner drops back and calls, and you stay put, and you don't make a freaking peep. And when that little bastard pops out to just investigate, okay, the threat is gone, that coyote's leaving, now I'm going to poke my head out and expose myself and use my nose, but he's still upwind, but he puts him right down range from you as the shooter that's standing there.
And see, you're already, if you guys could see what Josh is doing right now, he knows where we screwed up.
Yep.
We could have totally pulled that off, and I didn't think about it until I watched that video 1,000 times since last Thursday.
It's not screwed up, but it's an unorthodox tactic that can work.
Yeah, but we know that, and we should have done that. That's what bothered me.
It was the excitement of the kill.
Oh yeah, no, sure. I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
But we fucked up, my friend.
Yeah.
Like, we could have.
The other thing is, you can go in at the same approach same or similar approach, similar wind direction, and do it again.
Yeah.
Except the next time you go in there, you go in aggressive. You're vocalizing with not invitational but a threatening territorial vocalization, and silence is going to be your killer. Let your presence be known and then shut up.
That's the thing with these dogs, man. These guys are missing it. You can't just turn an e-collar on or blow in a hand call and expect them to run in your lap. It's like turkey hunting. Think about turkey hunting. A bird treed, you know where it is. You get there and it comes down, and you're pumping at it, trying to get it to come in. You come in, and turkeys, they respond a little different. I think they think there's a hen there that they can breed. They're going to move on it. You know what I mean? Like a coyote. Don't just think that you can just turn a sound on. They're going to run into your lap and sit down and say, okay, shoot me.
Right.
They're not going to do that. They're always on survival mode. Always.
This is something that I've said so many times before, and I'm a broken record with saying this. If I took the proficient whitetail deer hunter and the proficient turkey hunter, and I brought both of them out into the field, who's going to manifest faster into a better predator hunter? It's going to be the turkey hunter.
Yep.
Just because of calling dynamics, when to call, when to stay put, most of all, when to cut distance and when to shut up. What did you guys do on this? You cut distance, you called, and you shut up.
Yeah.
That is...
I just want you to know that I'm listening.
Yeah, no, everything you said just recaptivates everything that I've reiterated before about your whitetail deer hunter, and nothing against anything about anybody, but
no.
Those two proficient guys in the field, your deer hunter and your turkey hunter, the only difference between your deer and your turkey is the olfactory sense of smell. Turkeys can't smell for shit.
No, but they can see.
Yes. Deer and turkey, the only difference is the olfactory sense. But if you treat the coyote like the turkey from a calling perspective, the turkey hunter, the proficient turkey hunter, is going to manifest faster into a better predator hunter just from calling dynamics of cutting distance, calling, when to shut up, when to cut distance, when to move, when just shut up, and when to call, when not to call. And that's exactly what you guys did in the field.
Right. And you know what? There's so many things. Like this hunt, out of all the hunts we've had in our, I guess, call it career, like we've had some great ones, like our first solo, synchronized double, all that stuff. And I don't want to sound like I'm, a pro and all this stuff. I'm not. But you take all these little pieces, right? And then, and like me, if you're, and we're all obsessed if we're predator hunters. That's just a fucking given. So when you're laying in bed and you're thinking about all your spots, you're thinking about your weather conditions and terrain and all this stuff, and I'm like trying to come up with a way where we can go out, and we did one stand that night. Mm-hmm. Now, most of the nights when we go out, we do 3, 4 sometimes.
Depending on...
If we really push it, we can do 5 or 6, but we're coming home when Stewart's is opening up.
Yeah.
But we did one stand with the great approach, the right wind, and again, the pausing. The biggest thing I think with shooting a coyote right now is going to be your approach and your patience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge.
They're just not going to run it. It's not October, guys. It's not.
So your story was a segue to a couple things that I wanted to bring up with the YouTube channel under my business name. We paused it because there was the reflection on content on the YouTube channel with the sales. I can't keep up. So there were actually two things that I had highlighted that I was going to do for a video, and I thought, well, fuck, you know what? We'll just talk about them on the One Predator podcast, and then eventually I'll do it on the YouTube channel. So two of those things are snowmobile trails and coaxing sounds. So your coyote dropped down intentionally into a stream bed, which was the path of least resistance.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So it can move. It can move. It can navigate. It has freedom of movement because of least restriction, path of least resistance.
That was my idea of it. Yeah.
Perfect that you went into that approach thinking that, knowing that happened. So something that Andy and I have done for years is knowing where snowmobile trails are, state groomed snowmobile trails or personal property snowmobile trails, and look at the topography and orientation of where a annual snowmobile trail is. Why is it there?
Path of least resistance.
For humans.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a gap in the hedgerow. There's a gap in the stone wall fence. It's a path of least resistance. It's an artery running through a field. It's an artery running through a field, through topography, through a timber line.
Point A to point B.
Yeah.
From point A to point B. If you are neglecting, especially this time of year in our demographic with the snowfall that we've had, if you're neglecting snowmobile trails adjacent to habitat, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
You're gonna lose. If you're putting a snowmobile trail to your downwind side, even if your habitat is good calling direction, but you don't have eyes on where the snowmobile trail is adjacent to the habitat, you're losing every single time. Every single time. Like, if you have two people, split up. Somebody upwind, somebody downwind, move. Somebody needs to keep an eye on the path of least resistance, which is the snowmobile trail.
Dogs are like that, dude. I don't want to say they're lazy, but that's just what they. Every animal. Think about deer trails. Think about everything.
Me and you. Everybody. Every
People.
freaking mammal.
Yep.
From point A to point B. Okay, well, if I have to traverse this through 3 feet of virgin snow, that sucks. But if I only go 100 yards out of my way and I got this packed trail, I don't know any difference other than I'm going to burn more caloric intake going from point A to point B here. Or if I take the long way around, I know my four-legged feet as a quadruped can move faster and burn less caloric intake using this trail.
I just think it's a topic that is missed.
Yeah.
Oh, huge.
You know what I
So
mean? And like now, with the way it is, this is what we need to be doing.
I was actually talking with a customer of mine, and this is kind of what spawned the idea of doing this on a educational thing on the YouTube channel. He's got property, he's got a couple 100 acres, and he was describing to me how the property's broken up with topography, a pond, a field, thick habitat, thick bullshit, and then you go up above that, and then there's another big field. And my first question to him was, well, you got your approach, you have your direction. I go, do you have a snowmobile? He goes, oh, hell yeah. I go, drive the fringes, drive the edges. Don't just go out for a ride and just like drive around and, figure eights. And I go, actually break a trail with your statistical wind direction to give the coyotes a travel path of least resistance from all of those points of destination that the coyote's going to have in that thick rabbitat, and then break one trail at the very bottom where you can go out, your hand call, your e-call, whatever you're doing, and then intentionally put that snowmobile trail, intentionally put it on your downwind side where there's no habitat.
Yeah.
But above that is where your habitat is. So the coyote is going to naturally, if the coyote is there doing coyote things, you captivate its attention, how's it going to get to you? It's not coming to you, coming through 3 feet of snow. It's going to break that snowmobile trail to cut towards your downwind side, and just make sure you have perspective so you can look at that whole entire snowmobile trail, and then keep yourself within your effective range of shooting the snowmobile trail, and ask the coyote to stop before he gets to your downwind and shoot it.
Yeah. Give it
intentionally give the animal a place to run.
Yeah.
I just really think that like talking about this can really help a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You know
For
what I
sure.
mean?
Like no. This is this is the perfect time of year, but this is also the perfect conditions for this particular year to talk about that.
Right. And it's like you see people having all these hard, and you know, we want everybody to be, you know, good, or have fun, or
successful.
You know,
successful. I guess.
You know, I was talking to that guy, and I was like, you know, give your coyotes a destination point. Mm-hmm. I go, wind doesn't fucking matter. I said this in a video, and
I remember it.
Destination points. Like, wind does not fucking matter in any way, shape, or form. Wind doesn't freaking matter at all unless there is a point of destination.
Yep.
That coyote is just doing coyote things. It's mousing, it's hunting, it's breeding, it's feeding, it's fighting, it's doing what coyotes do. All of those things involve a destination point, but from point A to point B, when the coyote is always moving, when the lights go out, what is it actually doing? Is it always walking upwind so it can smell what it's walking towards? If that were the case, every freaking mammal in the state of New York would be in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, they're only doing that when there's a
point of destination. So when you captivate the animal's attention, they hear it, they want to see it, they want to smell it, and you captivated them, you now became the point of destination as a caller. So what is that animal going to do? So to increase your chances of what was the point of destination before you called. So I brought this up to the guy, and I said, instead of driving around finding dead deer and making bait piles and sitting over a bait pile, I go, I don't do it. It's boring as shit. We have cattle farms. We have cattle farms. There's always a loss of life on a cattle farm. There's always going to be a death pile somewhere. And I've said this before, I will argue with anybody all day long. You got a 4th generation dairy cattle farm, there's going to be a death pile somewhere. Mm-hmm. Inevitably, there's going to be loss of life. Do we hunt over the death pile? No. Because you can't, because where's the death pile located? It's on the downwind most side of the property. So what's my approach? Hitting me in the back of the head, blowing into the death pile. So what is our approach to that? Every unorthodox angle near a death pile, which is typically near a timber block. Where's the timber block? Get permission on the downwind side of the timber block and call into the timber block. You're going to call coyotes because there's a death pile on the upwind side.
Yeah.
Every time we always have luck with that. We see coyotes, we hear coyotes, we shoot coyotes. So utilizing that information, that death pile, in my opinion, is part of the habitat. It's been there for 4 human generations, which is I don't know, 40 generations of coyotes,
Yeah.
you know, on a breeding cycle. I just making the number up, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So it's been there for a long time. So I was explaining to this guy, if you have a point of destination for the coyote before you call, one of my tricks that I've pulled in the past before is take a square bale of hay, go into the habitat, go into the thick shit in the daytime, take a square bale of hay, which is cheap as shit, go buy it for a couple dollars from your local farmer, and a couple gallons of corn. Cracked corn or whole corn, don't care. I like cracked corn. Take a couple gallons of cracked corn and one square bale of hay, go into the habitat, and find a spot in the middle of the shit that it doesn't even matter if you can see it. Just go out there, put the corn on the ground, and set the square bale on top of it. You just gave the coyotes a point of destination.
It's a bait pile.
Mice are attracted to the corn.
It's a bait pile. It's perfect.
The corn is the attractant for the mice. The hay is habitat for the mice to live in. The hay bale is also a high point on any ground of topography. It's going to become a marking post. They're going to piss on it. They're going to have a food source there. And from 150, 200 yards away, they're going to hear you rip a howl.
Yep.
And then they're going to poke their head out of habitat. And then from that point is the next thing I was going to bring up on a YouTube video of how many fucking coyotes I've killed with coaxing sounds. So when you call, you have become a destination point. If you're vocalizing, you're howling, you're ki-eyeing, you're a pup distress, you're using a knee collar, you're using any vocalization at all, you've announced that you're a coyote.
Mm-hmm.
If you're using a prey distress sound, you are another destination point. But what was the catalyst? And that's a big thing. Why is the rabbit screaming? Why is the bird screaming? Why is that small mammal screaming? Is it just a rabbit? Is it just a bird? Is it just a small mammal? Is it just a squirrel? What is making it scream?
Yeah.
So now you have investigation. They heard
That's
it.
what they
want
do,
to see
man.
it. They
Right.
want to smell it. So here's me. How many fucking videos have I put out, have you watched, and how many have you seen that I've talked about where I just lip squeak them in?
Yep. You can do that like a pro, by the way. Mine sounds like shit after like 2 minutes.
I can't even do it.
Well, that's why I have a mouse squeaker. I do.
Well, even a mouse squeaker, like
Yeah.
a synthetic bulb that you're squeezing to
A
replicate
dog
that.
toy insert.
Yes.
Man.
Because there's a big answer to this. You're a coyote doing coyote things. So what's that real coyote want to do? It's going to want to circle downwind. It's going to want to smell what it hears.
Mm-hmm.
You're a prey distress sound. What was the catalyst for making that animal scream? You're not just putting on a rabbit. You're not just putting on a bird. You're putting on the vocalization of an animal in distress. Why is that animal in distress? Is it another coyote? Is it a bobcat? Did that rabbit step on a thorn? Is its foot caught in a fence?
Yeah.
What was the catalyst for that animal to vocally communicate distress? So now your live coyote is also going to downwind and investigate. I hear it. I can't see it. I'm going to want to smell it. So going back to something I said before, every fucking coyote has ADD. Every single one. Point A to point B, is not a straight line. It's zigzag. And they're coming in. They're on the approach. So no matter what, if I don't see a coyote, I have no visual, and I start with a vocalization, or I'm using a rabbit squealer, and I shut up. And then all of a sudden, there's a coyote. What am I going to do next? I'm going to watch it. I'm going to read the body language. And if I am confident within proximity of where I am to where that coyote is, I'm going to recaptivate attention with, because every single one has ADD. And when they hear a lip squeak, oh, yeah, I heard a coyote, but, oh, there's a free easy meal over there. And you have so much more commitment to a coaxing sound, because there's no competition associated with that. Right. Lack of danger, complete lack of danger.
Yeah.
They're going to cut more distance to your sound as opposed to the downwind. They're still cutting distance to your downwind, but they're cutting so much more distance on you.
Right.
So much more. So the only, like, you were successful in doing what you did, but just knowing that every single coyote has that ADD switch flip of, you can recaptivate attention regardless of any previous sound you put out there. You give a coaxing sound, oh shit, I kind of forgot about what I was listening to before. Here's a free easy meal, and whoop, here they come.
Yeah.
That would have been the only other thing that I would have done.
I went more like territorial, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, you not broke, don't fix it, and it worked.
Right.
Absolutely, but just from time experience in the field of just watching the animal doing what they do, and just knowing fact of the matter of recaptivating attention with their short attention span, and that's why I shut up so much. That's why I have so many long pauses in between. And
yes, I think that's key.
My vocabulary is not an e-caller.
Right. It's a rabbit or a howl or a whimper or a chirp or pup stress.
And just manipulating those calls just a little bit that I can, but it's just coyotes doing coyote things, and reading the body language and just knowing how they operate that's the killer. I mean, it's woodsmanship.
And that was our goal this year. And
that like your success in the field on that hunt in the timber, like, way to kick it in the ass.
Right.
That was wicked cool. Wicked cool.
It was probably the best hunt we've ever been. That's what
It was a good one.
It was for me. It was the best. The only so like this year we decided I don't care what kind of numbers we shoot. I really don't. We want to do more with our approach and hand calling and just our technique. And again, because like even talking with Cody from Nevada and how it is there and how it is here, it's light years of difference.
Oh, totally different.
And
that really falls back to the keyword phrases of population density and carrying capacity.
And that is like, believe it or not, like there's a ton of podcasts out there, right? And I am not degrading or taking anything away from anybody. Because I listen to other Predator podcasts. But, what our goals are, and it's like, we're not going to be like, okay, it's this time of year, play, let me think of a good one. Den Raid. I think, that's a Fox Pro sound. Den Raid. I love that. That's a great sequence. And play this and this and this, and you'll shoot coyotes. You know why? Because I'm a pro staff member. I say play these sounds, which conveniently are for the company who I am a pro staffer for, and you're gonna shoot coyotes, man. That's what you need to do. No, Nope.
No, man, that's something I did on the YouTube channel. Like, it really pisses me off where somebody's like, "You buy this, you're gonna have this
Oh yeah.
success. You need to do this." And
No.
nobody ever talks about the carrying capacity and the population density of what you actually have to pursue in your area.
It's different
When
everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, I put up that one video and how we killed over 100 coyotes in New York. And I had one dude respond like, "There's no fucking way you did that."
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then I had another guy that was like, super impressive, but you have oh my god, the name's escaping me. Super popular dude. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. It's escaping me. I'll say it if it comes back to me. You have this other guy that kills like tenfold of what we did.
Yeah.
And it falls back to the carrying capacity. You go west of the Mississippi, it's night and day difference.
Mm-hmm.
Night and day difference. And then you come here and, you know, the one guy that's like, "There's no way you killed that many in New York." Well, yeah, we did. And because we were out 6 days a week for a 6-month-long season.
Yeah. You put in a lot of time.
We like, you have no idea when this is your full-time job, and if this is your means of income and this is your job, your goal is to not suck at life and you give it your all. And that's what we produced. We worked our asses off for it.
Yeah.
Like, we legitimately like burnt the candle at both ends that one season. And my coyotes were Andy's coyotes. Andy's coyotes were my coyotes. Everyone
it's a
was
team
in my
effort.
scope.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's
absolutely.
the way it should be. It's
So,
never about
you know,
numbers.
But between the two of us, just in New York was just over 100 coyotes, not including what I shot out of state that year. So,
And I can agree. I can totally 100% relate to this, because what we did last season was a ton of work.
Yeah.
Is it possible in New York State? Yes. Yes, it is. Now, we
It
didn't
is.
even come near what you guys did, but I mean, we're still pretty green. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know, and that's the other thing. You cannot break down states with carrying capacity.
Nope.
There's carrying capacity within the demographics of the state.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why every single state, you know, we are defined with wildlife management units.
Mm-hmm.
And if it weren't for WMUs, what would our deer population look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be absolutely completely skewed to what the statistics are today.
Yep. I mean, just
So-
the difference between where we are and where you are.
It's
Yeah.
huge. It's
Yeah.
huge.
Huge.
And
Huge.
it's
I
not-
get up there, it's like Graceland.
It's not that far.
It's not that far. We should have
You know-
went tonight.
Oh my God! So I've got. I told you Sunday we're leaving for Florida, and I get home on what is that? Friday the 20th, and then Thursday the 26th through 27, 28. Thursday the 26th through the 29th. We've got super cool dude, Tony Bonensegna. He's got a television show, Mountain Lodge Outdoors, on the Pursuit Channel. So this is his second time coming up to hunt with us for a filmed hunt for his TV show. He's coming up with us to
For
coyote
coyotes?
hunt for 4 days. Thursday through Sunday, or excuse me, yeah, Thursday, the last Thursday in February till March 1st on that Sunday. And then right after that, I got Gus Congemi from Live the Wildlife TV coming up to do another filmed hunt with me back to back.
Oh, boy.
And I haven't been out once.
No, dude.
Of my,
And that's what I was just gonna say. Is like, listen,
all of my spots that I have permission for are virgin called.
I'll go start the truck.
What are you doing
Every
tomorrow?
single property that I have.
What are you doing
right now-
tomorrow?
Oh my dude! So like, here's the kick in my ass about this. Tony's a good dude. He's a good dude, and I'm not saying this with ill intent at all, because I am a game call builder. That's what I do for a living, and I run a Pulsar thermal, and I hand call. Tony's sponsored by ATN and Fox Pro. So what are we using when Tony comes up?
Yeah, you call.
And it like I don't care.
I could teach
Like,
you a thing or two.
I'm literally I
He's gonna be
film-
like, "What do I do with my hands?"
Yeah.
I recorded one of the coolest, like, you don't point guns at people, like bad ideas, but what we did was no bolt in the gun, no magazine in the gun, everything's clear. It's a broomstick with a scope on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
broomstick.
video recorder.
It is nothing more than a recording device at that point. So I stood behind Andy and Tony, and both of them stood foreground. I'm in background, and Tony put out his e-collar, and we see this like little like blip, this tiny little like, is that a coyote? Pretty sure that's a bedded coyote out there. And I got like the most kick-ass over-the-shoulder footage of Tony running his Fox Pro e-collar. But the problem is, you can't hide the fact that it's a Pulsar and he's sponsored by ATN. and I'm like, I can't use it for anything because I'm I hand call, like that's what I do for a living. And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this footage?
Right. Crop it.
Yeah.
So Pulsar, if you're listening, if you could make it so you can take the reticle out in like a viewing mode. Money.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
That one night vision scope that I have that they actually went out of business.
Mm-hmm.
It had that option. You could go into viewing mode and
just
pull the reticle and the picture-in-picture right out of it.
nice.
Nice.
If you can
That's
get it to
cool.
work.
If you can get it to work. $800 whoopsie.
Yeah, that was
anyway.
tough scope to use.
Yeah. Anyway, again, so like going back, this is a good one. Going back to what we all have been saying all night is like, don't just get discouraged. Like if you have the similar conditions, say you're not in New York, say you're Michigan, say you're wherever, okay? Or if you are, you guys know exactly what we're dealing with. And like Western New York guys are buried
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Like I wouldn't be out in that, you know. So just maybe take this little bit of info and maybe try it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can
Cut distance.
Cut distance
before you make a sound. Scan your surroundings and just go for a hike.
Yeah.
You know what? What's even better? You got nothing to lose doing this. If you got time, put boots on the ground, go for a walk in the daytime. If you're not daytime calling and you're a strict night hunter, go for a walk in the daytime.
Yep.
Go
Look for tracks. Look for travel corridors.
Look for those travel corridors. Where are they moving? Where are they operating?
Because think about it right now with snow on the ground. That is like a huge crutch, man. You can see,
Huge.
you can look at a track and be like, well, that's a fox, or that's a
Oh, yeah.
cat, or that's a coyote.
This was amazing. In the past 48 hours, we've had a temperature change.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Thank God.
I legitimately felt like heat wave.
Yeah.
And I have the absolute worst cabin fever that you could absolutely imagine. So today, out of habit, I was feeding my wood stove in the shop while I was working, like I've been feeding the wood stove like normal. And I'm like, oh my God, it's hot as balls in here. And I looked at the thermometer on the wall, and it was freaking 82 degrees.
Oh,
Like it was really warm in my shop.
It was a
because
sweatshop.
It was that, yeah, literally. It was that freaking cold out for the past 2 months.
Yeah,
and I
because
just
right.
kept doing what I was normally doing.
Josh walked in here tonight, dude. You know how my heating system is.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like stripping in my kitchen. He's like, oh my God, it's so hot. And I'm like, well, the boiler's at 180 and the thermostat's set at 73 because the
Naked
wind has
time.
been blowing through
Ugh.
this mother.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's an old house and
So,
you got to keep it there.
yeah. Yeah, you got to get those temperatures so you can survive and be
Yep.
comfortable, and that's exactly what I
Happy
was doing
wife,
in the
happy
shop.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So it was oh shit, what two or three nights ago? I'm like, I talked to the wife. I'm like, are you good with the kids? You take care of everything? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I got to get out. Like, I really just need to get out. And I went down and I did a daytime set right at last light. I literally showed up to the spot that I have permission on right at the bottom of my hill.
I
So it's
knew
like
it was there.
5-minute drive, and it was the exact concept that you did.
Yep.
And sparse hedgerow, Route 5 is right behind me, and I'm only 100 yards from the habitat. I literally need something to just poke its head out.
Yep. That's all you look for.
That's all I need. And I put myself 100 yards from the habitat, from one edge of the field to the other edge of the field, and I know there's coyotes there. But it's one of those sets, and I've said this to you before, if they're there, great. If they're not,
Yeah,
right
they're
place,
just not.
wrong.
Right.
Yeah, right place, wrong time. And that's a spot where I'd be really confident if I called that night or that sunset, if I called there and I left and I went back 2-3 hours later, chances increase. If they're there, great. If they're not, I was there at the right place at the wrong time.
And that's just it. Like lately, we haven't had them like respond like that. Not howl back at us, but why? Why we were territorial.
When they responded back, were they pissed?
Yeah. They serenaded.
Yeah.
It wasn't angry. It was serenade. You know, it was Kai eyes and long howls, and there was a couple in there, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I say maybe 3, but there was definitely 2.
No, definitely
100% 2.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's like, that's why that particular hunt, really sticks out. And like, I think it's the best one we've ever done because we did what? We did something we are not accustomed to doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're field guys.
Right.
Night guys are field guys. That's what we do. We get in close enough to the habitat where we know we can pull them out.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Unless
dude, like,
it sucks so bad for them that they don't want to come out, which has been what I see. This again is what I think I'm seeing.
Yeah.
in all these posts.
Like, it's kind of the common denominator of what are you reading, what are you seeing, what are you seeing on social media, and then you put together a formula and you just go for a different approach, and it worked.
I'm not even like, I posted it on our Facebook page, and I even referred to it as possibly a pine cone because it's a possibility. All right.
Yeah.
So,
no, like, honestly, it makes nothing but sense. We had I have 2 properties that I hunt. One of them I deer hunt both of them I predator hunt, and the other one I have the sole permission to turkey hunt. So the southmost property, I archery hunt it. I'm off of it for the gun season because he has his annual gun hunters that come on the property every year, and I muzzleloader hunt it as soon as the gun season closes. The property just to the north that borders it, I have permission on both, but I respect the shit out of the property line because I got a good relationship with both landowners. So it was, let me think. My 40th birthday. It was 2020. It was pandemic year. It was 2019 coming into 2020, and we had that 3-foot snowstorm in December.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. So I called the north landowner, and I was like, "Hey Norm, quick question. Are your deer hunters done, or are they actually going to hunt in this?" And he's like, "Oh no." He goes, "They're done. They flat out told me they can't handle this weather." I'm like, "Do you mind if I cross property line, if I'm not stepping on your hunter's toes, if I'm not stepping on your toes? Can I expand Dudley's property into your property?" He goes, "Oh yeah, absolutely." He goes, "We're not seeing any deer." He goes, they're just not here." I'm like, "I know where they are. And I know where the deer are because of the predator hunting and the turkey hunting."
Yeah.
So I've got the run of like 300 acres now. So one of the most overlooked food sources for whitetail deer in our area are briar patches. If you look at like old raspberry bushes, old briars,
Mm-hmm.
like just nasty shit you don't want to walk through, like rabbitat, like really thick shit. If you look at those briars, they look dead, they look dormant. Nothing green or palatable for a whitetail deer. It doesn't look like it. If you took a pocket knife to that
Until you scratch it.
and you scratch it,
It's green underneath.
it is green as green
And
can
moist.
be. Exactly. So if you find the briar patches, which I know where all of this 300 acres has been selectively logged over the course of time, I know where all of these little tiny briar patches are.
That's why the rabbits chew on the bottoms, man.
Exactly. So you know where the briar patches are, you know what your predominant wind is. You just sneak up on them and just peek your head over the roll of the hill with the topography that we have. And, oh yeah, there's deer in 3 feet of snow bedded down in the briars, getting up, milling around in the briars, going to the bathroom, turning around, laying right back down. They're literally laying down in their own little tiny kitchen.
And I've noticed that with the deer tracks in the different spots.
Exactly. So every single one, even though he flat out said, "We're not seeing deer, there's no deer here, we haven't been on the property," I'm like, I know where the deer are.
Yeah, because they're not in the field, man.
And we laid waste. Like, I can't tell you how much work it was dragging all of these deer out through 3 feet of snow. But we laid waste to so many mature doe. I have a video on my phone where I'm whistling Christmas tunes, walking in front of my woodshed with like 8 deer, eight mature doe strung up in front of my woodshed. Like everything's legally tagged. Mm-hmm. Like it's one of those areas where proximity, population density, you gotta shoot that many deer.
Yeah.
It's too many chefs in the kitchen. And we took a drop in the bucket for the amount of deer that we actually saw in there, but we laid waste to what we could legally take out of that property. And just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not there. Like you got to know where these areas are to find that animal. And I had this idea. I know where they are. And it was a lot of work to get to those deer. And shit, I fed myself and my family and who knows how many other families off of that one hunt.
And that's basically what I just said about coyotes.
Yep.
Exactly. That is the difference between your whitetail deer hunter, your proficient deer hunter, and your turkey hunter.
I don't know how proficient I am about turkey hunting. I'm getting better, but
but it's just fact. When to cut distance, when to call, and when to shut up. And what you did on that is you cut distance first, you called, and you did a lot of shut up.
And I think that's the key out of all of that. It's
huge.
like, and I hate to like just keep pounding this on this episode, but like, you guys gotta wait, man. You can't. I mean, here and where we hunt and what we do, you can't just play sounds and expect them to just show up through, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes after you play a sound.
It might be your 45-minute walk.
Dude, yeah.
And a 25-minute stand.
Right. But
like
because you're closing distance.
You got to work for it. You got to cut distance. You got to, proximity is huge. And I've brought that up so many times. You walk into stand, you get an unprovoked howl. What do you do next? Absolutely nothing. You shut up and you listen. Who's going to answer? You know where they are. It's not a race. They already opened up their mouth. You know where they're at. You they don't know you're there because you didn't do a damn thing. What do you do next? Nothing. Wait.
Yeah, they're not barking at you.
Nope.
So now at that point, okay, turkey tactics. You know where they are. Cut distance. Move on them. Which way's the wind blowing? If you got a good wind, keep cutting distance, and it's a proximity thing. The closer you can get, and put yourself within your effective shooting range, that's where you want to start calling from.
Again, approach, huge in that statement. Huge.
Absolutely.
Huge. Listen where your howls are. Look at your approach. Look at your wind.
Mm-hmm.
Carry a lighter with you like Josh and Brian do. So in your light winds, so you can see which way. There's so many things.
I love having a wind that I can feel on my face.
Ditto. I am that guy now. We weren't.
Just so you can feel it. So I don't want the wind that's not comfortable. I want the wind so I know which way the wind's blowing, so I know where that animal wants to go.
Right.
They hear it, they want to see it, they want to smell it.
And again, so like this all happened to us, so now fast forward to last night. Last night, cousin Sam yesterday he turned 19 years old. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, kid.
He was like, I gotta get a birthday dog. And I'm like, well, I might know a guy that can make that happen. So we go, and he only had time for one. So we go, what do? I start looking at my map, my app, and I'm looking for spots where I can get in tight to where they're going to be. So, and I actually got a text from a landowner telling me he's got tracks, he's got animals and birds and rabbits, and he's got sign that something is there. So I was like, I know right where we're going, man. And it was a pretty decent win. It wasn't ideal, but it was decent. And we get in there, and I actually, I didn't even tell you this. So, I was so caught up. One, the driveway goes downhill into a bottom, and it was a solid sheet of ice.
Oh, of course.
So then your tripod turns into a steadying stick. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, right, because I don't want to fall with all my equipment on, I get all the way down in there, right? And it wasn't a hard walk, but other than the ice, which sucked. I didn't bring the e-collar. And I said, well, that's fine, because I got a whole pocket full of rush. So, Sam's like, what are we going to do? You want me to go back and get it? I said, nope, just stand fast. Just stay where you are. We're going to be fine. So what do? I again stuck with prey first because of conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Conditions and proximity.
Proximity, yes. And I real easy on the rabbit and space my calls out. You can play a hand call just like an e-caller.
Sure.
It's the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is literally, you don't have 10,000 sounds from all the pros, but you can play it the same way. So I do the exact same thing I would do just with my hand call. I upwind, I call, I pause. I call, I pause. This went on, it was pretty quick, 25 minutes.
Hmm.
I get heat over my left shoulder, upwind, in the woods, behind the guy's barn. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of brushy. It could actually be a rabbit, because it's thick enough where it could be thin in there, where they're getting up on top, chewing on the bottoms of those briar bushes. And I'm looking through 2 wooden fences up into the brush with my thermal, and I can see heat, but I can't see all of it, right? And I'm watching it, and Sam's picking up on this. He's seeing me looking hard over my left. And I watched it and watched it. And all of a sudden it disappears. And I'm like, maybe it was a rabbit. Maybe he came out, chewed on the bottom of a briar, and took off. You know what I mean? So then all of a sudden, at upwind again, but a little more coming, he's moving towards the down. I catch something in the tree line. Now, again, in the tree line. We are out in the barnyard in a pasture, but we're close enough to where if they just poke out, it can happen.
Yeah.
It's like I planned it like this. And so I get something in the tree line. Now, it's his birthday. I want to do something for the kid. So I get on our comms, which he's new to, and I said, hey, hard left over. There's something there. You don't move. I'm going to pick up and move. So this thing's moving through the trees. It's not looking at me. And we're silent at this point. And I literally pick tripod up and I step back 10 feet. And I was like, okay, you're clear. Everything's fine. I said, that thing pokes out. It's a chip shot. 140 yards. I'm like, you got it, And we watching it, and it's moving towards us, and it's got to come all the way around to our right to get our downwind. Mm-hmm. And there's tons you can see. Again, super key, important part. You can see all of the downwind where he's going to move to. So, and again, I get him on a rabbit. He starts moving. What do? I go to coaxing sounds. So I pull my mouse squeaker out. And he's moving, and I just hit it a little bit. And then I see him milling around, and I hit it a little more. And just enough to just where he picks his head back up.
Re-engage.
I think it was a fox. And looks back at where it's coming from. And so we're doing all this. And it's like coming together like picture perfect. And then all of a sudden, if you listen to us and know what kind of spots we hunt, a backlight comes on a porch, and I hear people yelling and screaming for their dog. Now, on the upwind side, there's houses all along this road. Now, we're not going to shoot that way.
No.
Nor did I think it was going to come from there, because now it's in close proximity of the houses. But it's possible. So it does. And this dude comes out, and he's yelling for his dog. And I'm like, shit. And this thing, now I'm coaxing it in with this mouse squealer. Mm-hmm. It literally comes up, moves up the down, further up the downwind, working his way towards where he could get a smell of what was making noise. And this thing pops out of the brush for it was a millisecond. Like I literally dropped my scanner, went to my rifle so I was going to record it for him.
Sure.
That's what I wanted to do. And because I knew he was excited, and I figured he didn't push the button, so I wanted to record.
Yeah.
And this dude comes out and starts yelling for his damn dog. And what happened to such predators?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. That thing picked its head up, looked back at the houses, gone. Gone. Just like that. And like me and you've had stands where we've had cars, right? Coyotes crossing roads to get to us.
Yeah.
And right when we get them there, car.
Here comes a car.
And what's the coyote do?
Yeah.
See ya.
Well, especially when it's a state trooper that stops to investigate your truck.
Yeah.
That's
and
parked
it
in
turns into, Shawshank Redemption. And
Oh, my God.
spotlights come on. And
Yeah. He's backing up, pulling forward,
Yeah.
spotlight in the
like
field.
he found a desperado.
Yeah.
Like we're in Coe County.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, but so this thing peeled. I felt my heart sank because it was money, man. So again, now was it a pine cone? Because I did it again with a similar situation, set up a similar way with a good approach and good wind direction. Successfully in 25, 30 minutes called something until Billy Bob.
Well,
Again, it goes with where we hunt, man.
Yeah.
We hunt tough spots.
Yep.
They're not vast open areas. They're tight with
Right.
shooting lanes and people and
Yeah.
farm animals.
farm animals. Huge farm animals.
All of the things. You gotta
All
be
the
safety
things.
about.
So I'm just kind of wondering, did I do it again? We don't really know because we didn't have a kill.
Right?
Yeah,
But
the animal was there, though.
and
It was there.
you know how
And you
excited
did-
he was?
it-
We get in the
and
truck.
you did all the right
Right.
You did all the right things.
And I did that 100% with hand calls. 100. I had totally I don't know why. We get back to the truck. There's the e-caller in the bag sitting on the tailgate.
Yep.
And I'm like, and it's not like if you were with me, you'd be like, hey,
Right.
are you bringing that? Or am I bringing mine? Or what's going on? He didn't, he was just excited to be out. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'll get you something tonight. I can get you something. It might not be a coyote, but I'll make you feel good with a fox. You know what I mean? Because
They feel really good.
he's got a new gun, and we've been well, he's got two now. See, he's falling right into it.
That kid.
He is it's so funny how far he's come in such a short period of time that he is falling right into it. Not only did he buy a new bolt gun, he's got two new guns with optics set up, ready to go now. We were working on one tonight.
Nice.
And there's only one of him,
Yeah,
it's
right.
like me. I got three that are ready to go. But, he's falling right into it. He was super excited. We get in the truck and he goes, we didn't shoot nothing, but damn, that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm like, I know.
Cool.
I know. It's all. And again, you got to look at all these things, your approach, your wind direction, all these things.
There's so many minute variables.
Before you even start.
Before you even start. And you can screw yourself just like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can walk in with a wind that's blowing at your back into there. You're done, man. Because think about what old Brian says about scent cones and how they spread out. It's not a direct, direct line of scent.
It's not your exact outline,
Right.
just blowing down the field.
That thing spreads out, and the further out you get, what happens?
It gets bigger.
It gets bigger. And so I think the keys, I was super excited about this podcast. The key things I want to get to is why we were successful and what we did. We did something outside the box. We got tighter into them before we made a sound. And I think
With success.
right, with success, I want to say 2 times. And I think that is super important right now. So if you're that guy that's like posting, and like there's a lot of guys, and here's the other thing about these Facebook groups, it's like some people are just, mean,
Yeah.
and they like laugh at this dude, and he's like asking for help.
Yeah. A
And I
genuine
think-
question.
Right.
Legitimately looking for questions, and he's looking for answers, and Joe the Pro is going to completely disgrace that. poor
Right, and I
bastard.
hate that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we as predator hunters, I feel like, are different than whitetail
Yeah.
hunters. Like whitetail hunters guard their spots sacred, like they won't even tell their grandmother where they are.
Right.
or what they're doing or, anything. You know what I mean? Their stand set up, nothing. They won't. Whitetail hunters are like that. And I understand why, okay? But like as predator hunters, we're just different, I feel like. And we should be different. And I think it's good that we are. So when I see these things, I'm like, listen, guys, let's not jump down this dude's throat.
No, he's got a genuine question.
Right.
He's just looking for some help.
Right. So that's why I, was super excited about tonight and doing this to share our little experience.
Me personally, being so selective on the quality of buck I'm going to take from the field.
Right.
That's going to be a nice buck. A good 2.5-year-old, good 3.5-year-old that I'm going to pass up. If I call in a coyote, I'm never going to say, oh, that's going to be a good coyote. I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Every single one. We don't care. Big, small, brown, pink, purple. We don't care.
Exactly.
Another great thing about predator hunting.
I painted that picture. I manipulated that animal. I called it
That's
in.
what it's all about.
I don't care the age class.
That's
I
what
don't
it's all
care
about.
the sex of the animal. I'm going to send it.
Right. That's what it's all about, too. And if you're calling coyotes, that's why you do it. Yeah. That's why you do it.
Oh, for sure. Like proximity of, I don't want a coyote any closer than 100 when I'm hunting at night. I don't want a coyote any closer than 100. Like I've shot coyotes like way fucking closer than that. I don't want them any closer than 100. Daytime is completely different. Shotgun hunting in the timber is completely different. But calling the animal in, manipulating the animal, and ethically taking that animal's life, like the ethics associated with it, that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not killing to kill. I'm killing for a reason. And that one 470 plus shot that I took, that's not my effective range.
Right.
No.
It's not. Like, the guys that are shooting coyotes at 4, 5, 6, 800,000 yards with a thermal. Amazing marksmanship. I will pat you on the back all day long with the marksmanship and shooting at that range. That is absolutely amazing. That's not my goal. Like, nope. I want to paint that picture. I want to audibly manipulate that animal and coerce that animal into an environment that I created. That's what I want to do. Completely different. And 200 yards, that's me.
Yeah.
300, that's my effective range. And anything above that, you don't want to play the game, you're going to live another day.
Mm.
And
we need to hang out more.
I'll be back.
Brian will be like, well, that's it. He's at 430 yards. And I'm like,
send it.
And he's like throwing in a towel. And it's cow.
It's not throwing in the towel. It's me. What can I do better? What can I do with my what can I do with my turkey tactic, with approach, proximity, and coaxing sounds, and my limited vocabulary of I want to call your ass in.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting getting them that close.
It's more like what can I do with God's caliber? And everybody say no way. So occasionally, like Brian's made me a lot better. I am a lot better than I was. And here's another thing. Here's another tangent. You see these videos, and I'm not knocking you guys either. God bless you. But they're like, well, I shot a triple tonight, right? So they shoot one dog. Done, right? The other two, what were they? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And this thing is trotting.
Yeah.
Like before he makes that second shot,
This
thing's trotting
ready
to
to-
elope.
It's
gonna
stop.
It's gonna
stop.
And then you see
It's
this
gonna
guy with a
stop.
thermal, $8,000 scope, just ripping shots. And he's like, "Oh, look, I shot 3." I'm like, "Yeah, you shot 3 with 2 boxes of bullets. Congratulations." You know what I mean? And that's great for you. That is
and
great.
you live in a state that doesn't have a magazine restriction
Or
and you've
suppressors.
Yeah.
Yep. All of the
things.
things.
Right? You go,
And-
like your videos, like that when you shot that triple, that's a
Mhm.
bolt gun. 3 dogs, 1 guy, bolt gun,
Bolt gun, 3 shots, 3 dogs.
watching. And again, body language is
Yes.
key. Key. I was that guy that would just, send rounds.
That was the double that I shot.
And
Yes.
like that's not patting myself on the back, but that's just time in the field and woodsmanship skills, and just watching the animal and knowing how they operate and what
Composure,
are they doing,
patience.
Yes, all of the things combined, and
That's a good thing I wasn't there when you shot that double because I'd been
dude, oh my god, like when
There's
Andy
days where I
Cole-
get a little lost and go back.
Andy Colby and Rick were videoing over my shoulder when I was on the other side of a paved road, and they're like, "What the hell is he waiting for?" I could.
Oh
shoot
yeah,
that
when you
fucking
couldn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Topography.
they could literally shoot this coyote over the top of my head, like safely over the top of my head, and they're just filming it and watching it, and the commentary was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I bet.
Hilarious.
Sound on.
Oh my god, like it was funny as shit. Funny as shit listening to those guys on the follow-ups, and especially Colby, like such a good kid. He's like, "Yeah, Brian, like the first one I shot, I dropped it. The second one I racked it, and as soon as I howled, they knew the jig was up. They started howling. The second one stopped. You heard my gun go off, and then from their point of view, you could see the second one just fold up. I re-rack the third one, and all 3 guys are just laughing hysterically from that camera angle, and Colby's like, "You got this, Brian. You got this. You got it." And you can hear Andy and Rick howling and laughing as they're howling because it was just hysterical. Right. And you could see that coyote run turn into the lope, and then you hear Colby, "You got this, Brian. You got it." And then you see that lope just barely come to a stop, and then you just see it pile. Mm. Oh my God, he just shot a triple all by himself.
Unsuppressed.
Unsuppressed, solo, bolt action, and I love having a bolt gun.
Mm-hmm.
For multiple reasons.
Well, it makes you refocus on your target, I feel like.
Yes.
And it doesn't give you the leisure to just pull.
Exactly. As a resident of New York State, with the regulations that we have, 5 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, but I only run 5. I only run 5 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, and that means 1 in the chamber and now 4 in the magazine because I don't want to fumble with that extra bullet in the dark. So I only have 5 rounds on me, and it's the regulations that we have in New York.
Yeah.
If I was only allowed a semi-automatic rifle with 5 rounds, you might rip 5 rounds at that first coyote. You might rip 5 rounds on the first and second coyote, and then you're out on the third.
Yeah.
Having that bolt.
Go ahead.
Having that bolt gun de-escalates. It slows you down, and it
makes you more precise.
Marksmanship.
Yep.
But I will also add, you'd be surprised on how fast I can dump that mag. And because I carry 2. And remag.
Me too.
It's situational. Right.
It's situational. We you heard that story. We had that one night. Thank God I had 2 magazines. I always have the one in the gun, and I have one in my chest pack. And we walked out of one stand with 9 coyotes. I think it was 9.
I think that's what you said when you told the.
I'm pretty sure it was 9.
Yep.
And I still ammunition left, and Andy's gun was dry.
Yeah, we all been there.
But we're both running bolt guns, unsuppressed, and we took 9 coyotes from one stand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
I think
wild.
everything we've talked
Oddity.
about tonight comes back, and the main key is patience. Patience in your calling.
Oh yeah.
Patience in your shooting. Patience in your thought process to stand approach and set up. And even with us, we run it. We love our comms. We praise our communication.
Huge.
Over and over and over and over and over. But we set up so everybody's covered. There's minimal movement. There's rifles where they need to be when they need to be there. You're not dancing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's... And that all comes back to, taking the time. It's a patience thing. Taking your time to plan things out.
Yep.
Yeah.
To have that conversation in the truck before you even get out.
Good communication with your teammates.
Yep.
It's all them things.
Premeditate it before it starts.
But I would 100 now us doing something new. That was something new for us, in the woods like that. I recommend that to everybody. That was a rush. Like if you're a predator hunter and when you got 1 running in or 2 running in or even trotting in or making their way down when and you have all this anticipation, right? Go try it in the woods where you don't even get a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And keep it together. And you will be successful.
Yeah, our conversation on the way back here
Oh
night
my
was,
God.
Where else can we go do this?
So then we get in the truck, right? And I'm like, all right, so now that we've done that, and again, it could be a pine cone, but I don't think so.
Where else can you do it?
Right.
It just opens all your spots up to a whole nother angle of calling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I said, I still don't understand why our lights works. I want to say it's because they're the newer style and
the Hyperion.
They've advanced so far. And you being a thermal guy, you wouldn't understand. But
no. Yep.
With the night vision, it's just we have things that limit us.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
And it was like, if I can get that video off that app, it is beautiful. I mean, you're looking through brush and trees into a creek bed and 2 eyeballs. That's all you see. And it took me a minute to find her.
And through my video, when I get on her, you can see her eyes. You can see her face too.
Her face. That's all you see is her eyes and her face.
And then when she went back into the right, I can see her going through the woods. And then, for whatever reason, she turned around.
Well, I turned that whimpers back on.
Yep. And came back to the left. And I go, here she comes, left up the hill.
Yep.
It was just...
Shooting lane, stop the dog, patience, good shot. She went a little ways. I can't be perfect all the time.
Recovered, though.
Recovered.
Recovered.
Right.
That's what matters.
Poor Josh was like, I was just about to shoot.
Yep.
And you should have. Right.
You beat me by like half a second.
So prior, and I want to add this in there. So prior to us going in there, what did I say? It's going to be fast.
Yep.
It's going to be quick.
Yeah.
If you see something and you can, don't even tell me.
Don't hesitate.
Just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he tells me that dog's at 12 o'clock, which I didn't see it. Otherwise, this story could have been totally different. But once I did see and saw an opportunity and then saw the thick cover on the left, knowing that when she hit there, it was done.
It was over with, yeah.
I kind of threw all of our stuff out the window. I was like, well, send it.
Well,
So
it was successful.
words
hunt.
are hard, I know.
And it's late, and I'm tired.
But it was
It was a good hunt.
super exciting, dude.
It was a lot of fun.
Super exciting. I want to do it again.
no, that kicks ass.
And that's the great thing about predator hunting is doing something different.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, you go deer hunting and you're like me and I have a condo with heat and everything. We get up, we act like it's hard, and we walk out to our condo, we turn the heat on, and we sit down and we sit there and wait for a deer to come out and eat grass. But when you go in the woods where these things can pop out of everywhere, right behind you, next to you, on top of you, and be successful like that, dude, that was a high. I mean, I would assume that's what it's like shotgunning coyotes, which I've never done before.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
closest I've ever been to it.
So many of the highlights that I have are shotgunning coyotes and literally calling coyotes in, hand calling and shooting them. The closest was 2 muzzle lengths away from me.
Yeah.
Like in your face, like you shoot.
You can smell them. I've experienced that before.
Yeah, you shoot and then stand up and pet them, like they're at your feet. Amazing.
Yeah, that's
absolutely amazing. That one time we went out, I set up my buddy Mark to my left, and he's a left-handed shooter. I'm a right-handed shooter, so I set him up on my left. So my strong side was from my left to right. His strong side was from right to left. So I intentionally set him up to my left. And we set up next to a stone wall fence with an ag field that we did not have permission in. And I started calling. And as soon as I started calling, I just hear like commotion in the woods running at me. And I'm like, what the fuck is Mark doing? Like, I looked over my shoulder towards Mark, thinking Mark got up. Mark's running towards me because it was so loud, so quick. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then I just got ready. Like, it was kind of a mind fuck. Like, I literally started calling, and I just hear commotion running, like, within 20 seconds. Immediately.
I've experienced that.
Running at us, and it was just woods, dead quiet, no wind, draft of a wind, good wind direction, and then just this like god awful commotion. And the way we set up, I kind of anticipated a little bit of time. Something's going to take the travel path, take the logging road. And I was kind of blocked by the stone wall fence where I couldn't see on the other side of the stone wall onto the neighbor's property. And these coyotes just busted, the one that I shot came over the stone wall fence, like literally into my lap when I shot. And it was 2 muzzle lengths away from me. Sure. Folded that thing up and no other gunshots. I racked another round and I'm like, It was nighttime, snow on the ground, decent moonlight, and we knew they were there because they were vocal before we started. And when Mark and I met up, he looked at me, he's like, I didn't know what to do. He goes, you called, and I heard the commotion, and I looked over my shoulder, and there was at least half a dozen running into your lap, and you were kind of that way. I didn't shoot because you were over that way, and it's nighttime, it's dark out, so safety first. He didn't shoot in my direction. He heard my gunshot, and he's like, I didn't shoot after that. He goes, I just saw like the wood scatter. He goes, there were just coyotes running everywhere after that point. So after that, I wound up getting permission on the neighbor's property where we called the coyotes in from, and we laid waste to them. Every year we were shooting coyotes over there. And communication kind of stopped. I'd reach out to the landowner, get permission every year. And I think in the past 2 years, I'd give the annual phone call, but I wouldn't get any communication back. So I stopped going over there.
Yeah.
But like filthy spot, and it's adjacent to a call it a wildlife sanctuary that one of the municipalities owns. No hunting. There's hiking trails, but you can't hunt the area, and it's hundreds of acres, and it's adjacent to an apple orchard, a lot of agriculture, but that is all of the habitat that the municipality owns, and there's just filthy amounts.
Crazy.
Yep. Should go over there and do some daytime calling again with the shotgun.
We're running out of time, Brian.
Yeah.
So
no, exactly. Like it's just not enough time in the day. I have so many places accessible to go into, to daytime call, to nighttime call, and I'm like, no, I'm in the shop. I'm just in the shop building orders.
Right.
That's my life now.
Right. We'll get you out there.
I'm trying. I did the other night, and it felt great.
Yeah, I bet it did. I know it felt great for us last Thursday. I was like relieved.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like just stir cry. I mean, you're super active. We're all super active at night, and it's like when you start not doing that anymore, you start noticing things. Like we need to exercise and stop sitting around and eating snacks all night.
Yeah.
But anyway, always great to have you, my friend.
Oh, thank you guys. Always a pleasure. Always fun.
And we appreciate you 110%.
Likewise.
Always full of information.
Yes. Well, it's just funny how we get talking, and it's just so the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
like
and
minded.
that's right,
Yep.
and that's everybody we've ever spoke to on the phone is, we're just the same, and that's what makes it fun and great. So,
Agreed.
do your bit before you pass out on me. You look tired.
No.
Yeah, I only got a few hours of sleep today after work.
The graveyard shift is
Oh,
rough.
jeez.
And I worked double
thanks-
the day
Thanks
before.
again, guys.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Just hang out. We're gonna, do our thing.
You got it. Have a good night.
One Predator podcast, the One Predator page on Facebook. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm getting tired. You can find us Amazon, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Check out the YouTube channel. We got some hunt breakdown videos up there.
Yeah, we're kind of paused on that. I had some turmoil in my life that I had to deal with at the farm, and I haven't had a chance to get anything out there, but I'm on it.
We're working on it. We'll get more up.
So I apologize for that. I haven't said anything about it, and this is my chance to do that. So
Check out the website, onepredatorhunts.com. You can find all of our sponsor links there.
Yep.
Merch at SKB.
Yep.
There's a link on the website there.
Yep.
Send us an email.
Yeah, we love
Let
the
us-
emails.
Let us
Appreciate
know where
all
you're
you
from,
guys.
what you're doing, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Later.